Jim O'Sullivan, President and CEO of Mazda North American Operations.
So we don't just do concepts just to do concepts.
Well, if you take a look at Mazda's history over the past several years, I mean, obviously we do concepts because it provides a little sneak peek of the future direction of the way Mazda's going. You know, when we did the quote-unquote concept vehicle for the Mazda CX7, if you recall, a couple of years ago, now we've got the actual product within the showroom today. But we do a lot of learnings with concept vehicles. I mean, certainly Kimura, which we ended up doing last year, then obviously with this vehicle here, future design direction for Mazda. So, you know, we think it's a great concept.
The Kimura was a lot more masculine, a lot more in that era of masculine cars. This is a lot. It just seems a lot more elegant.
Yeah, but still, it's important to remember it still fits the Mazda family and the Mazda DNA. There's a lot of elements that are even in this concept vehicle that are in the Mazda showroom today. Look at the shoulders of this concept vehicle, but then look at the shoulders of RX-8, and look at the shoulders of CX-7, and look at the shoulders of CX-9. There's a lot of the elements in terms of what Mazda. It's not a huge departure, but it's an evolution of the showroom that we have today, and that's what's important about Mazda. We need to be true to our brand, be true to our DNA, but at the same time period continue to evolve it moving forward in terms of what it represents. But still, zoom, soul of a sports car in everything we do.
You get the most out of the engines that you can. Do you share your engines with Ford at all?
Yeah, I mean, across the Trustmark brands, we do a lot of architecture sharing. But first and foremost, it's got to be Mazda, and it's got to fit our DNA in order for us to do it. I mean, we would have never done CX7 as a crossover vehicle if we couldn't put Mazda DNA into a crossover. Same thing with CX9. But there is some learnings that allow us to leverage across the Trustmark brand, still be Mazda, and that in fact provides what we feel is good value to our customers. Mazda 3, perfect example. The Mazda 3 architecture is some of the same architecture as the Volvo S40 and the Ford Focus in Europe. Not the one in North America, but the Ford Focus in Europe. But when you put the three vehicles together, they're totally different. Even though the architecture is somewhat the same, you end up certainly with a lot different personalities, a lot different drive dynamics. It's like I'm one of many children in my family. None of my brothers and sisters are exactly like me, but I'm still part of the same architecture per se, which creates those different personalities. But yeah, we do some good sharing with them, and it pays off for us very well.
Good point. You just seem to do so well. How much of Mazda is owned by Ford?
Well, there's about 33% of the outstanding stock of Mazda worldwide that's owned by Ford Motor Company, which provides a controlling interest. And I tell you, we've got a great relationship with our Trustmark partners. We've got a good relationship. We share a lot of technologies that go back and forth. A lot of great technologies that go back and forth in terms of within the Trustmark brands, a lot of really good sharing. It leverages Mazda's opportunities in order for us to do something, but then have great global scale. And at the same time period, provide some good opportunities back to Ford, too.
Everyone knows you as Zoom. They know you as cute little cars and your vans as well. Now they'll know you as with your SUV, but you're also working on alternative energies.
Yes, we are. You know, one thing that we've got doing right now is we're going to be launching our all-new Tribute next year after the first of the year, and we're going to be having hybrids. We've got hybrid Tributes that we're running in California right now, working with a lot of the fire chiefs and fire associations within Los Angeles, San Diego, and Orange County. On some pilot stuff that we've been doing since earlier this summer. We also have running in Japan right now RX-8s that are both petrol or gasoline powered and also hydrogen. We've got permits from the government in Japan to run these vehicles. We've got hydrogen filling stations. And the great thing about rotary is that you can run on hydrogen, but then at the same time period, if there's not a fueling station for hydrogen nearby, you can switch it over to petrol or gasoline. So the good thing for us is that it provides that uniqueness to us. So, yeah, we're looking at a lot of alternatives. And again, going back to the Trustmark issue, working with the Trustmark brands, you can leverage a lot of those technologies and efficiencies across it, but still be Mazda and still be Zoom.
Jim O'Sullivan, thank you very much.
Great to see you. Thank you very much.